Ready? The universities always have a great responsibility for promotion national progress. That is why Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru used to say, if the universities discharge their duties adequately, then it is well with the nation and the people. These responsibilities increased very greatly with the attainment of independence because the Indian universities were now called upon to produce all the highly trained and competent persons needed for the comprehensive competent program of socio-economic development to which the country had pledged itself. The responsibilities have become greater still at the present time when the country is passing through a period of stresses and strains, and the universities, their teachers and students are accepted to participate in and guide the national effort for social transformation and economic growth. I would therefore appeal to all universities to rise to the ocean and to strive their utmost to discharge these responsibilities. Para. For this purpose, what is needed now is a hot, hold intensive program. Its first aspect is to improve standards of higher education. The very large expansion of higher education achieved in the last 20 years has added greatly to its significance. There are now about 17 universities, 3,000 colleges, and 20 lakhs of students, whose number is increasing at about 10% every year and will reach about 30 lakhs by the end of the fourth plan. The now come from almost all social strata and from all areas, both urban and rural, and the represent by and large the most talented group in their generation. Students' power. This is the new expression now coming into vogue in the Western countries, almost all of which have had some student trouble or other, is becoming a reality to be reckoned with in almost all countries of the world, developed or developing, and so it is in India. Under these circumstances, higher education of the right quality can greatly accelerate the progress of the nation towards its desired objective. If, on the other hand, the quality of higher education remains poor and its expansion continues in an unplanned fashion, the forces of social disorganization will be strengthened and national progress will receive a great setback. I would therefore appeal to all concerned to give high priority to programs to qualitative improvement of higher education in the fourth plan. This will need some regulation of new institutions that are to be established and a considerable investment of funds, which is largely the responsibility of government of provide, but mere legislation or money is not enough to improve quality. This needs leadership of the right type.